Before I get started, I wanted to share a bit of history with you in an industry that faced an enormous amount of disruption, telecom. So in 1980, AT&T asked the consulting firm McKinsey to forecast the number of cell phone users 20 years later, so the year 2000. And this was McKinsey's forecast. They said, best estimate we have is 900,000 users in the year 2000. That was what actually happened, okay? That was 121 times what McKinsey forecasted. In fact, the reason why it is extremely difficult to forecast exponential changes, major disruptions, is because we don't have the models to actually forecast such disruptions. So I bring you this example because I need you to keep this in mind. Initially, we're talking about pilot projects, we're talking about small numbers, but this can become enormous and in a very short period of time, okay? So why is it important? Why are we talking about this? Why is IBC saying that this is going to be such an important topic? Well, because we're talking about half the premiums in the P&C space. That's what's at stake here, right? And the change has already begun. We're talking about change that is being brought on by technology that's facilitating the arrival of new business models, and these business models are intended to reduce vehicle ownership. Whether we're talking about car sharing, or we're talking about ride hailing, or we're talking about various subscription services, that is the intent. So what does this mean? For an insurance provider, it means that we're talking about a reduction in the number of auto policies, and we're also talking about a shift from personal lines to commercial lines. I'm going to skip over some of this stuff because you'll all have access to my presentation and you can go and look at it afterwards. How many of you are familiar with the levels of automation? Okay, some of you are. Well, the Society of Automotive Engineers has developed a series of levels of automation. There are actually 6 of them. And it ranges from absolutely no automation at level 0 up to level 5. But we don't need to get to level 5 in order to experience enormous change in this industry. Those who are developing this technology at level 4 can create such a different mobility experience that it will be earth-shattering as far as the insurance industry is concerned.